Meanwhile, waterfront stakeholders are going on a holiday in a continuing protest against the daytime truck ban in the city of Manila. The details of this report from Noel Perfecto.
As agreed, the waterfront stakeholders' holiday will push through on May 2nd after the city of Manila ignored their complaints and pleads on the implemented truck ban. Also prior to this, truckers groups already convened with customs yard operators, forwarders, customs brokers, port users, and shipping line operators to come up with solutions to ease the pain of the affected sectors on the truck ban. Unfortunately, the results of the meeting has yet to surface.
Siguro we can go as high as the table of the office of the president. Yun ang because sa city of Manila is concerned, parang wala tayong makukuha sa kanila eh. So, we will go higher up kasi we cannot afford na we can let the situation happen. We are saving jobs, we want to save the national economy.
Their meeting with Mayor Erap Estrada was also unsuccessful since Estrada said the implementation of the truck ban is status quo for the benefit of the greater population, mainly the residents of Metro Manila. It has been 2 months now since the truck ban and stakeholders are greatly feeling its effect, mainly with the economy and the loss of income of workers in the ports.
Ang hinihingi man ng mga stakeholders ay 24/7 na flow of cargos. Hindi po namin hiningi yung trucks, ang hiningi namin yung flow ng kargamento. Kasi yung kargamento natin, ito yung ekonomiya natin eh.
As if holding on to their last straw of hope, stakeholders appealed to President Benigno Aquino III to help them with their struggles on City Ordinance 8336, which has been of great hindrance to their livelihood and the country's economy.
Nanawagan ko kay Pangulo na kung maaari, pakialamanan niya ito. Kausapin na yung lungsod ng Maynila. Yung truck ban may ayos mabuti at maibsan yung problema. Sobrang nahihirapan na eh. Ang isang epekto rito yung sa ekonomiya eh. Dahil baka yung mga kagaya ng mga nasa PESA, hindi na makapag-deliver yung mga subcon, yung mga kumpanya sa abroad maghanap na sa Malaysia, sa Thailand, kung saan pupunta yan, dahil nasisira yung kontrata rito. Pag lumipat yan doon, magsasara, pati yung pabrika, mawawala ng trabaho ang tao.
Lahat ho ng sector na ngayon. Kahit si Juan de la Cruz, ako ho, pagpasok ng mga estudyante, dati 5 piso ang lapis, ngayon ho, 8 na. Kung may nasave ho kami dati 50 pesos, baka ngayon wala ho kami masave. So si Juan de la Cruz ho, ang tama niya, sir.
The inhibition of the flow of trucks in the roads of Manila equate to the gripping of the flow of trade and economy because as far as their knowledge of trade facilitation goes, there's a 24/7 free flowing of cargoes going to the northern and southern parts of the country. For the People's Television, I'm Noel Perfecto.